Good evening and good morning from the other side of the world. Happy weekend. Finally, we worked so hard. It's time for us to get 2-day break. I guess if you are in Vietnam or on the other side of the world, this is Saturday morning. So hope you have a great Saturday morning. Enjoy, have fun. And we are having a Friday night. Yay, Friday. Okay, if you watch this a replay, please come in and say hi. Let me know your name, where you from. Let me turn some music on while we say hi to each other. Hello. How we are doing today? Come on in and say hello. Tonight's topic is something completely different. I want to share something that is so valuable to you. You might have heard about it. There could be a debate about this topic, but I want to share about my take, my opinion, why it's important to me. And if you are on the same opinion or same thinking like me, then we are the same team. If not, then that's okay too. Everyone have a different opinion, but tonight the topic is very, very cool. I'd like to share it with you, so come on in, say hi. If you are in the US and it's 10 p.m. right now, this is 10 p.m. Houston, Texas time. And have you eat dinner yet? And if you are in the other side of the world, have you eat breakfast yet? Come on in and say hi. I give you another minute. I went grocery shopping in the evening today and I met a celebrity. He is a very popular MC. His name is Việt Thảo. And I heard that he moved to Houston, Texas, and he opened a restaurant. So it's kind of cool running into him. Alright, let me start my topic. Okay, so tonight's topic, let's talk about credit card. Let's talk about trust. Let's talk about how do we evaluate or measure trustworthiness. Let me ask you, how do you measure someone's trust? How do you know whether you can trust a person or not? Well, in the US, it's about the credit score. And how do you begin with the credit score? How do you get it, right? So most of the time, we open a credit card to get the credit score, right? That is basically pretty much everything is based on your credit score. It tells how responsible are you with your financial. How good are you managing your money? It's based on your credit score. If you don't pay your debt on time, if you don't pay it and you get charged interest, that means you are not a very good person at managing your money. So everybody have a credit score. And we can start building our credit score when we turn 18. And I will share some secret to you how to build your credit score. And so basically, everything we do in America, in the US, I don't know what about the other country, but having a good credit is very important, because when it's come to time, when you go out and you lease or you rent an apartment or a house, they will look at your credit score. When you want to own a house, when you want to buy a house, they will look at your credit score. And your credit score will determine whether you pay a high interest or a low interest. And credit score also related when they look at you apply for a job, and they do look at your credit score to tell whether if you are a responsible person. If you, based on your credit score, if you are a responsible person, you definitely be a very responsible employee. That's another thing. So everything you go buy in America that you want to pay a monthly payment, then it depends on your credit score. They can reject you if you don't have a good credit. So how do we build our credit? I will share that secret later. But you know, there is two sides. One side, people are debating that you shouldn't have a credit score and you shouldn't use your credit to buy anything, and it's not healthy for you. And on the other side, they say that you it's kind of funny. They use the term you are an idiot if you don't use the credit card. It's kind of funny when they say that. But which side are you on? Are you using a debit card or cash? Or are you on the side of using credit card? Which side are you on? I am, for me personally, I would like to be on the side of using the credit card because it will have so many benefits. A lot of time people think like, oh, using a credit card is too complicated and you might get your identity theft or whatever. But actually using your debit card is more dangerous than using your credit card, because the reason is whatever happened, the credit card company will help you resolve any of the challenge or the problem with the unknown transaction. But if imagine you have an unknown transaction in your debit card, someone steal your identity in your debit card, basically they took the money from your bank. Debit card is like a card access to your bank. So whatever you use, your debit card is like you taking the money from your bank, like using cash, right? But then using a debit card, remember, it doesn't build your credit score. But using a credit card, it does build your credit score. Why is that? Because every time you use a credit card, you are only owing somebody, the credit card company, money, right? And you are responsible to pay it back. You have to pay it back on time, on the balance, or you will get charged for an interest and a late fee, right? You gotta pay for it. So that will tell how responsible you are. Every time you spend, you pay it back. So the argument was like, you don't use a credit card because if you use a credit card, you will be not having control of what you're spending. Because when you pay with your cash, you will have that emotion attached to it, and you see that you drop $100 bill, it's hurting more than you just swipe the card. So that's the argument. That's why they say that it's better to use a debit card. But here's the thing. Using a credit card has so many benefits to it. Let's say, for example, a credit card company offer you spending $500 in 3 months and you earn $200 cash back. Wow, that is like free money, guys. That's free money, $200. So you spend like 3 months, 500, you get 200. That's free money right there. So that's one thing I like about credit card. A lot of credit card company now, they compete to get your business. They compete to get your sign up, so to get you sign up, so you can use their credit card. So they offer those incentives for you to sign up with them, or they offer incentive like 15 months or 12 months or some 18 months, zero interest, right? So zero interest, you can use your credit card from zero interest. Isn't that amazing? Like you can spend your money and you can pay a minimum payment, and you don't get charged any interest on that until you pay it off after like 12 months, 15 months or 18 months. Yeah, so that's another benefit. The third benefit with a credit card is you get cashback percentage. Some cards offer 5 to 6% if you go grocery shopping. Imagine you go grocery shopping and you pay with cash or your debit card, you get 0%. 0%. But if you use your credit card and you go grocery shopping, you get an extra 5% off or 6% off, depending on the credit card company. And basically every other thing, every other charge, some card company give you a 1% cash back and some give you a 1.5% cash back. Isn't that amazing? So that's why you use your card every time you go out eating, shopping, or buying some stuff, anything, you get a 1 to a 1.5%. But while using your debit card, you get 0%. Nothing, cash, 0. So how's benefit is that, right? So I think credit card is amazing because using a credit card, you get to build your credit score. Now, do you want to hear the secret of how to build your credit score? So I have a couple of tips. Number one, you have to start your credit card early so you have a long credit history. That's how you build your credit score. So start when you're young, 18 years old. Start with a basic card and then you start building it, right? And then pay on time, right? You pay your credit card on time. You earn the trust. You earn the trust with the company that you're responsible with your money, right? Don't be late fee. Don't go like delinquents, like default, like not paying it. So paying it on time is proving that you have a credit. And did you know that every 2 years you can apply up to having 5 credit cards? That is the 24/5 rule, 524 rule. 5 credit cards within 2 years, 24 months, 524. That's the rule. So you can have up to 5 credit cards. So it's good to have as much a credit card you can, and don't spend over 30% based on your credit. Like let's say you have like a credit limit is $10,000, so don't go over $3,000. That's the maximum, because if you go over, it's going to lower your credit score. So now the secret for the people who start out with 0 credit. How can you have good credit score when you start out with nothing? Here's the strategy. It's called a piggyback. What is a piggyback? It's just like you ask somebody have long credit history, someone that trusted you, someone that think you are good with your money, and someone who trusts you, someone who very close to you, and ask them if they allow you to be an authorized user. Now, what's an authorized user? You just have your name and your social in their credit card, and you don't use their card, right? You just have your name. You piggyback them, their history, and if they use their credit card, they pay it on time, they build good credit, they have good credit, their credit score basically get to belong to you too. So you get to have that same credit score like them. It's just like they trust you, so that means the credit company will trust them, and then they trust you. So that's the strategy. It's called piggyback. Become an authorized user of someone that's close to you, that's trusted you. Just put a name. You don't spend their card. You don't own a card. You just have a name on there. So if they good with their money and they pay on time, you get to build your credit score by that strategy. Isn't that awesome? Have you heard of this strategy before? If not, comment below. I hope that this strategy is something that is valuable to you. Okay? So remember, credit score is very important. If you'd like to hear more about the credit card strategy or credit score, please comment below. I would love to share some of that my experience. I love credit card so much, because right now we go everywhere we go. We use our card. We pay gas. We use our card. We go to the restaurant. We use our card. We travel. We go grocery shopping. We use our card because it's convenient. Not a lot of people carry cash now, right? use a card and you tap. That's it. Your money pay. Isn't that awesome? And then you earn reward. So I don't see a reason why people are not using it. People are still debating like, I rather use cash because I can control my money. Well, good for you, good for you. But if you can't control your money, even you have cash or credit card, you still cannot control your money. If you are good with controlling your money and managing your money, then having a credit card you are still good at managing your money. It's all about you, yourself, right? It's all about me too. How I manage money is depend on me. I know what I spend and I pay it on time, so I can earn it with later on. So it's very important. So remember, credit card, you need it for anything. If you paying on a monthly basis, or want to have a mortgage, or want to rent or lease something, you have to have good credit. That is how they evaluate and measure your trustworthiness. So I hope this topic is interesting, and thank you so much for tuning in. So if you don't have a credit card, I wish you luck. Go out there and get a credit card. Bye bye. Have a good evening and a good morning. Bye bye. I don't know why somebody calling me and it's just ringing like this. Stop calling me. Have a good night.